Pranam everyone. Today is Tagore Jayanti. So very humbly I would like to share one aspect of Tagore that really inspires me. Tagore is a huge inspirational figure, not just in India but all over the world. Pranam to Gurudev or Tagore. Tagore had a unique and very rare insight into human subconscious. He was the master of not just understanding the subconscious, but he would weave stories. And through his stories, he would illustrate the nature of subconscious. His characters were so strongly etched, so completely fleshed out, even in that short story, that short story, that the characters would reveal their subconscious wounds, desires. They would act through that subconscious. And we would see the actions and also the consequences. Tagore would present them not like as a dry psychological analysis, but with so much compassion, with so much beauty, that not only his insights were brilliant, but also the characters would be very relatable, and we would feel their humanness. I just want to take an example of Choker Bali, where we have a very young widow. She's very beautiful, very gifted, very talented, very charming, educated. She is a musician, she can compose music, she writes very well. So she's got lots of gifts, obviously. But she is widowed at a very young age. And as was the custom, she is kept, her husband lost his life, and she is kept away from everything that is life. She is kept away from all the joys of youth, the fun, the merrymaking. She's also sexually repressed, because that's just how the society was in that time. So we see a mirror of that. Now there comes an opportunity in her life where she can enjoy some of this, but not all. There are some aspects that she can enjoy again. So in this situation, she actually feels very jealous and envious of her friend who enjoys the complete package. And this subconscious wound and the subconscious desire, they make her act in a certain way. It has consequences, and then there is also transformation. And I'll let you read this story and just dive into it and enjoy that. Now, there is this other aspect that I would like to talk about, is that these stories can also be a tool of transformation. In our quantum processes, anything that can evoke such deep emotions can lead to even our personal transformation. Catharsis is actually a purging. It is when you're throwing away something. And this topic came up recently in our Quanto groups, and Shivo actually discussed the difference between catharsis and what we do in our Quanto processes. So I'm going to briefly talk about that again, reiterate it in this context. Aristotle was perhaps the first person who said that the true purpose of all works of art, of tragedy, is to arouse powerful emotions. He used the word terror and pity, in those days, but is to arouse powerful emotions and purge them, throw them out. So there is a kind of cleansing that happens. So, we all have these powerful emotions of pity and terror and sadness and grief, and art evokes that and then you kind of throw them out in after viewing some work of art. You just purge them. Because when we see some great work of art and we are moved, we cry or we scream or we get angry, and then it goes away. So that is a process of catharsis. Now, Shivo said that we don't really need to throw out these emotions. Rather, when they are aroused in our quantum processes, we can transform them. We don't need to throw and waste and dissipate this energy. Rather, we can transform it and use this energy. So I suggest that this similar kind of thing can also be done with Tagore's very powerful short stories. We can invoke the Quanto. We can go through any of Tagore's work. It could be a short story, it could be a poem, and feel the emotion that it invokes in you. Feel the emotion that arouses in you and go into Shavasana. If you want, you can go deeper into it and inquire that why it's evoking that emotion in you. Is there a backstory? Take up that backstory and synthesize it in quantum processes. So this way, the works of Tagore become vehicles for your transformation. So I deeply bow down to Tagore, and I invite him to be a part of our QVF or quantum vibrational field and guide us and help us work on transforming our own subconscious, on understanding and transforming our own subconscious.